Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogian Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, the Impromptu show. Hope everybody's doing good. Good to see everybody in chat already. Brandy, Sharon, Michael, what's up? Stevie, Flat Rock. Hope everybody's good. I know, you guys are wondering what the hell I'm doing here on a Sunday afternoon or evening now. Just some things I think really need to be approached and talked about and addressed. And I was going to do it on Tuesday, and I said, fuck it. Some things can't wait because between now and Tuesday, more damage can be done. Okay. And it's time to, address this and see what kind of damage control we can do, because this is bullshit. All right. I pride this channel and a lot of this community being a place where anybody can say anything and they won't be judged. And they're not usually judged on this channel. And I don't judge, stories and what I hear. Everybody's entitled to their opinion and whatever. But when you start attacking people and just making those people feel like assholes, Bat Mom, what's happening? Good to see you. Monster Radio, welcome. It's just not right. People come here, they know they don't have to deal with drama normally. I don't do drama. I don't like drama. And to have a good time. We're pretty tight-knit community. We're all basically on the same page. But then there's other people that I don't understand their thinking, that, they're going to try to split up this community. And for what? For their benefit, or, for their, they don't like what was said, as far as they don't agree, or it's not their, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm getting at. This is impromptu, but I'm a little pissed. You're attacking my friends and, making them feel like shit. Like, I know we shouldn't have said anything. From here on out, I'm not saying another word. I'm hearing this shit from my friends who came to me and, and confided in me and trying to help them. We bring people on here and allow them to tell their stories and get it off their chest with your support, because you are an amazing fucking, group of people. You are family. I've spent time with a few of you guys, and got to know you and me. And, we have this bond. And we keep it. I'm not a researcher. I'm just a guy who comes on and hangs out with you guys, and we have this similar interest. And, thank God I've been afforded the opportunities to get to meet you and get in the field. And I'm new to this. I'm not a researcher. I've never, I was never into Bigfoot until I was. And it wasn't because of an experience or a sighting. It was just my fascination. It was like, what something's going on here. But that regardless, it's kind of doesn't matter while I'm here. I just think that it's wrong that people are demanding that you have to tell us where this happened. Why? You're not going to go there. The fuck do you need to know for? It's like, it's not even your business. They're sharing their story, their experience. Okay. And they're putting it out there to get it off their chest, and let you guys be part of it. But when you start, yeah, hey, it's a fantastic story. I agree. But there's some fantastic shit that goes on out there, all around us, all the time, every day. It's just that most of us don't see shit, you know? I'd love to see more shit than what I do. Cause then, cause I'm crazy like that. Um, but to come up with all these theories and I don't even want to say the name because I don't want that person to get any more publicity from this. Okay. A line's been crossed and it's enough, you know, for what? For your, so you get views. See, guys, I don't give a fuck how many are in chat or my numbers. Don't care. I'm not in it for the money. I do once in a while ask for a donation. Hey, I'm putting out money for this. I don't know what it cost me to show, but whatever. It's just, but I'm not looking to live off of you guys. Um, I just, I don't know how to express, how much this bothers me. And you guys don't see me when I'm pissed. You don't, once in a while I'll be like, okay, I got to address something. And we take care of it. But this is a little different. This is trying to split up a community and divide and for what? Because you don't like what people said and it's not your opinion. It's you believe otherwise. I mean, shit, you insulted them on your show, questioning them, saying, oh, well, there were two elderly people and a lady with prosthetics. And what does that have to do with anything? A woman with prosthetics, does that make her IQ drop when, she loses her legs? Steve's an intelligent woman and I trust her word. I've known her not intimately, but intimately. We know each other. We're best friends. And for someone to question that, yeah, hey, all this shit sounds fantastic. I get it. But you don't know what she's been through in her life and what she's seen in her life. Okay. Just because you sitting wherever you're sitting and you don't experience shit, go out and fucking experience it. Jem, what's up? Tracy Bennett, good to see you. Claude Null. It's great to see you guys. I just wish it was under different circumstances where, it was a little more upbeat. Ida Bustamante, how are you? So now I've lost track of where I was at. The point is it's not right that somebody's trying to split up this just for their benefit or their arrogance. When your ego and your arrogance override your intelligence, there's a problem. You start doing things for the wrong reasons and saying, and patting yourself on the back and just getting totally fucking out of line. It's got to stop. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but don't insult people. Don't be an asshole to people. Don't try to tear apart their story and split them up. Who's going to hear it first from them? You? No, me. That's who they're going to come to and say, hey man, this is what's going on. And I'm almost sorry I told my story. And it's like, no, I got this. Don't be sorry you told your story. Stories are meant to be told, whether someone believes it or not, burden's not on you. It's on them. Whether they want to believe it. If you don't, okay. No one's going to lose sleep over it. But don't start attacking people. And there's it's more than one person that have jumped on that bandwagon. And for what? If she wouldn't tell you where it is. I don't know where it is. I have an idea. I have the same fucking idea that you have. Okay. I know the area. That's it. I know where they came out approximately. I know a lot more than you do, and I doubt I'll find it. Okay. Don't go saying, "Oh well, I'm not gonna go up there. I just want to know where it is so I can give the information on to scientists or specialists and so they can go check it out." Then nobody's going to check it out. Okay. You want to go look for it, drive your ass up there and look for it. But don't fucking attack people because they're not giving the information that you want. Okay? It doesn't work that way. They were just telling their experience. You have a good idea where it is, get off your ass, like I said, and go look for it. I'm going to go look for it. Just because they left a mess behind and I want to clean it up. So, yeah, it's just Mr. Hugh. How's it going? Mike Kirkpatrick. I'm glad you guys showed up. Hey, Kelly. Nona Boss. Good to see you. So yeah, I just think that, everybody that's here right now knows and feels exactly what I'm talking about. What's going on isn't right. I don't like, man, I say that a lot. The word, 2 words, Well, just dawned on me. If I don't say it, I won't know what to say next. Stevie says, "You're not going out without me, Mugs." I could be in those woods in an hour, and I do have a full tank of gas and a tent, and I don't have to haul the pop-up up there. I can go up and sit up there all fucking week if I want. It's just, it doesn't matter where it is. It's, it's their experience. Go, like, I'm gonna mention Donald's name. Donald said last night, he goes, "I've lost all faith in this community. This is why we never, after this is why this community is never going to move forward." What makes this event that pivotal? It's not a conspiracy. It's not, Stevie went through some shit that she really just didn't think anybody else should go through, so, she doesn't have to share where it was. It's like, what do you want? Fucking coordinates? Well, I know some people do, but it's stupid. Sugar Britches, how are you? Is Belle in here? I see Belle. Yes, she is. Hey, Belle. What's up? Well, I didn't expect all you guys here. I just wanted to really address this. Quit fucking with my friends. That's all I'm asking. I'm not threatening. I'm not, it's just, I'm asking you, knock it off. For what? For ratings? I don't, whoever, and it's, you know what? The way it is, like the way I feel, I'm not even going to publish this. Okay. Whoever's here gets the message. If you're not here, well, oh well. Don't need to be here. It's just that I can't sit by and the timing is ironic, and I'll tell you about it one day. Just shit I'm going through. And this just kind of really set me off because I couldn't go off the way I wanted to in my other situation. I can here, I can do what's right or I can do what's easy. I'll take right, and that's the way everybody should look at things. Everybody takes the easy way out. Take the right way out. So I will stand up for my friends. I will stand up for my community and my family. And I call bullshit. It's just, you guys do what you want. I get it. I get it. You know, it's sad, but YouTube's all a lot of us have. I'm not saying it's all I have. I'm trying to give back to you because it was all I had. You know, I spent so much time just watching YouTube, you know, when I first got involved in this. And I know what it's like to look for that extra live, the next live, just to hang out and chat, just to, you know, see people, you know. Um, you guys are going to do what you want, you know, watch who you want. But then there's those who have morals and have, you know, who understand this more and will shy away from that and not let shit like this happen, you know, because it's not necessary. And lately it's just gotten way out of hand. And like I said, I'd rather address it today, now, here and now, you know, because I'm getting messages from Jay and Judy, and this is bullshit. Because like I said, in 2 more days of 2 shows could just make more damage, you know. You can keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna keep doing whatever you want to do, and I don't, you know, that's fine. Um, but I'm asking you to stop. And you can reference this all you want. If you're not in chat, you're not going to see it. So, do I publish it or don't I? Well, you know what? You're right, Ryan. Sometimes being a friend is better than being a researcher. This was a camping trip. Said it from the beginning. I'm going camping. Who wants to go? It wasn't a Bigfoot outing. I didn't invite researchers. Turns out that, you know, people I did invite, and I didn't even invite them. I said anybody can show up. So it's not like I sent out individual invitations, you know. But it turns out that most of the people that were there were experiencers, you know, not researchers. And I'm pretty sure, like, I can feel like Jay, he felt comfortable in the fact that it wasn't a Bigfoot outing. Why would he want to go on a Bigfoot outing? He was going camping. Unfortunately, the three of them got to experience something they didn't sign up for, you know, and I don't think anybody signs up for a sighting, you know, unless you're Todd Standing, then he has people sign up for it, but sorry. You know, they didn't, Jay said a prayer in the car, asked God, why am I going through this again? You know, it wasn't a camp out. We're not researchers. They're not researchers. They just told their experience. They're not obligated to tell you shit or divulge shit. Believe their story. Don't believe their story. It's up to you, but no one gets to attack them. All right. What? I'm afraid to read what this says. Let's see. You'll excuse me a minute. I'm just gonna. I'm just reading some comments in chat, guys. Some of them just don't want to put out there. See? Bat Mom says Jay felt comfortable enough to tell his YouTube family what he saw, but it was used against him. You know, I get a message from Jay this morning that indicated he was looking for answers, and he's like, "Hey, I think I figured it out." He told me what he came up with, and I said, "Jay," I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Oh, Jay, do you really think that's what, you know? You really think that's what happened? You know, or are you just grasping at straws? You know, go with what you saw. Go with what you know you saw. Don't let people I also said to him, don't let assholes change your mind or make you change your mind. You know what you experienced. You weren't alone in it. You thanked Stevie for being there because you couldn't have gone through this again alone. And you had company, and it was experienced by multiple people. So, people want to say, oh, it was this, it was lights, it was, you know, I don't think we'll ever know what it was. You can say what you experienced, but there's still going to be that question mark, that mystery that somebody just mentioned, and you may never have the answer. I had an outer body experience. What the fuck was that about? You know, didn't walk away with any new knowledge, just that, well, there is life after something, or there's something other than just what we physically feel and see. Howling Underdog, what's up, Charlie? Hey, Nikki. And Nikki just said it. She says it was all about the fellowship. I mean, shit, we didn't leave fucking camp. I left camp to go to the lake, to the bathroom, and to make a phone call, and then to go pick those guys up. Some people never left the camp, in the time they were there. It was just to hang out, meet. It wasn't a fucking Squatch Fest. It wasn't Moog Fest. It was just a camp out. And it was pretty intimate, and it was cool, Lil Kilroy, thank you, dude. Well, it's just I'm not here for the publicity. I'm not here for the. It's just to hang out with my friends, and give them something. Hey, I get the gift of gab. Might as well fucking use it, right? I think it's an East Coast thing. And I don't have that. No, you know what? Doesn't matter. What I have, what I don't have, it's just, I am who I am. I look out for people. If I can help people, I will. We've all been through shit. We've all experienced hardships. We've all experienced just, we're daily struggle. We all deal with it every day. I'm not well off. I'm not, shit. And, you guys have helped me many times, and thank you. And I can't sit by and watch this shit happen and not say anything. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking at myself on screen, and I look stressed. Oh fuck! It's been a rough couple days, and just for this shit to go on, this is something I actually could. It's not that I have control over it. I don't, but I can try to fix it a little bit. Thank you. It's a lot of hearts, guys. If I didn't give a shit, if I didn't care, if I didn't love you guys, I wouldn't be sitting here right now trying to defend you guys. We all got to stick together and support one another. Not tear us down, not tear each other down. Nothing. Just be good fucking people. It's not that hard. It takes more muscles to create a frown than it does a smile. And the people that are here are family. So, all right, guys. I don't know. You know what? Anybody got something to say here? Link is in chat. You guys know what to do with it. Eric, what's up, buddy? Brian. Miss Dill, how are you, hun? And thank you, guys. You know, it's not like I just come on every Tuesdays and Thursdays and that's it. You know, I have no other, you know, communication or contact with, you know, I'm always, you know, watching somebody's show or watching chat or jumping in chat, you know. Monster Radio said it best. Let's go back and see what Monster Radio had to say. Stevie B, no problem. As a researcher, I take this kind of thing personally. We need to do better. We need to be better. You know, the people that are here, myself and all of you, we're open-minded. You know, we accept things. We might take things with a grain of salt, and we're skeptics, but it's a healthy skepticism. You know, you have to. But there are other people that don't have open eyes and don't, you know, have that. And, you know, it has to be this, it has to be that. And they look for the more logical explanation, where I think most of us here, we don't want a logical explanation. We want the freak shit. You know what I mean? We're romantics, you know. We are. We want Bigfoot to exist. There's that mystery, and then they say, oh, if it was discovered, then the mystery's gone. No, it's not. They're still out there, you know. Claude, what's up, buddy?
How's it going, Mogs?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
I'm on your side, buddy. Totally, all the way. I mean, like I said
Thank
in
you.
chat, when I had my sighting, I was by myself. There was nobody to say I did or did not, and people can believe it or not believe it. They can take it the way I described it, or leave it. I don't care. But luckily, nobody has attacked me and said that no, it didn't happen and you didn't see that and all that bullshit.
Well, you know, one thing was said that well, when you one of the things is you're going to a Bigfoot thing and you expect to see Bigfoot, so you did, because they weren't coming there to see Bigfoot. They didn't. Nobody wanted to see Bigfoot, and nobody even claimed they saw Bigfoot.
Right.
Stevie said in the video, "This isn't Bigfoot. This isn't Sasquatch.
Didn't know
I
what
don't
it was.
know what the fuck this is."
Exactly.
Straight up.
But
she never said she saw a Bigfoot. Even on the way out, that they had experiences, they never claimed it was a Bigfoot. They heard some shit.
But to argue with what they saw is stupid, because nobody was there but them.
Exactly. And they're in agreement. So you have three people that agree with each other.
Yeah.
You know, they might go, well, maybe the timing was off. Maybe they'll argue about certain petty shit that, you know, but their stories are the same.
Yeah.
You know, what they did individually, what they saw individually, that's their story. But when they were together, they had the same experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like some person and you know, fucking one of them was like, hey guys, you know what would be funny? Let's make this shit up. Yeah, let's strand ourselves in the woods. Let's get a flat tire. Let's, you know.
Right. No.
Nobody was there looking for Bigfoot. It wasn't a Bigfoot outing. It was a camp out. And that was it.
And I know you know where I am, but I'm going to show the rest of the world.
Yeah, I've been there.
No, you hadn't been here.
Oh,
You
that's
been
not the same place.
there? No, 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 no. This
Oh,
is
those
a
trees, they
couple
all look
miles
alike.
away. This is where I
How
get all
far?
the handprint. A
Oh,
couple of
right on.
miles away from where. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know the area. It's the
This
same
is where I get all
forest.
the. Oh yeah, same forest.
Yeah, so I've been there.
This is where I get all the handprints on the van, and I get presents left for me, and all kind of good stuff goes on. Which I'm by myself, so when I post these things about handprints on the van, it's like, you know, you can believe it or not. I know it happened. I know it wasn't there. I know I didn't do it, and there's nobody else around here to do it. So, you know, oh,
Didn't just materialize.
oh no, no, this didn't. Oh, but tell Jay, tell Stevie, tell Judy, I am behind them 100%.
You just did.
Okay, good, good. I
Yeah, you
love
can
you
tell.
guys.
They're there. They're
Yep,
listening,
yep.
and
I love you
and it's
guys,
not
and
just about them. It's just everything in general.
I know.
If it's not them, it's going to be somebody else that's going to catch shit.
Yeah,
It's going to be,
that,
and it's just not necessary. Yeah, be a skeptic. But don't be
yeah,
an asshole.
right. You can.
Don't
We
be
can agree
insulting.
to
Don't.
disagree, but like you said, don't
Yeah,
be a jerk
but
about it.
you can do it civilly.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I ain't gonna hang for long. I just want to say that I
No,
got your
I
back.
appreciate it, Claude. I and they appreciate the support. I know they do,
Yeah,
and I do as well. And I'm not looking for that. It's just something had to be said, and people are gonna do what they're gonna do. But
yeah.
I think everybody here knows what the right thing is.
Yeah. Everybody needs to behave. Try to get along.
It's not even behaving. It's just being a good person. Be
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Y'all have a
Patrick
good
Vaughn,
evening.
how are you?
Let me know.
You gonna bounce? Guess so. Claude, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I was gonna say I camped with him one night in up in Louisiana, and I left his camp, got a couple miles down the road, and passed a car, and that thing kicked up a rock that scared the shit out of me. Broke the windshield on the rental. um, he's in a beautiful area. Mike, we got you, mug you on, because you get us. I do, man, and it's just I don't know. I'm not going to drag it out, guys. I just wanted to say what I said. Um, in support of my friends, and uh, I don't like bullies. Kind of despise them. I was a bully. I was not a bully. I was bullied when I was in elementary school into middle school. It's because I had a mouth that wouldn't stop. um, and I don't care for it. I don't like bullies in any manner, you know. And I'm not going to let anybody bully my friends and insult my friends. And I mean, really, there's nothing I can do to stop it, but I can put it out there and make it known and make it people aware. As you, if you're here, you've already seen it, heard it, blah blah blah, and you all know it's not right. But I'm saying it's not right. Yes, she did. Stevie, congratulations. She says, I swam today for the first time since my amputation. And I'm so sorry I wasn't there. I really wish I could have been there. And she sank like a rock. No, she didn't. I think you were supposed to take the legs off before you jumped in, but you know, she did amazing. She had a good time. Now she wants to do it. She got it. She has to find a pool near her because she wants to get back in the water. Um, Patrick says, I love bullies. They bleed well. Even Mike's like, odd seeing you on, but hey, dude, it's not. I was gonna say I don't even know if I'm publishing this because I it's more was just to get my to stand up for my friends. It's raining out. And just support them and support this community and you know there are people here in this community now that are just not being good people. They're just being assholes for their gain or their arrogance. But anyway, if anybody wants to come on, I mean, I'll hang out for a little while longer, another 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Anybody wants to come on and talk about it, feel free. I guess I have to actually be on the chat thing. Oh, I didn't even turn on a light. Damn. I'm like, my light's not on. There it is. It's bright as fuck. No, it turns down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, let me just hit send. There you go. Hi, Cindy. How are you? BF Bud, what's up? Yeah, I was thrilled that she said she was going swimming today. You know, she used to swim a lot, 3 days a week, and it changed her life. Lost weight, got into shape. And hey, what's up, old bear? I guess you'd have to. I guess I'm going to have to publish this so people can rewatch. And you know what? Fuck it. It deserves to be rewatched. People should see this. Bear, we're just trying to address some things that don't need to go on. Some people feel that, like, if you heard Stevie J's and Judy's experience, what happened, if you go back and check out the other shows, not saying you have to, but it'll catch you up. They shared their experiences, and there are people out there that are just being assholes, and insulting and trying to put a wedge in this community. And I hate using the word community, but for lack of a better term, family. But you know, so I'm when it affects my friends, my best friend Stevie B, and new friends. Well, we've been friends a while, as far as people I've have bonds with now, and don't go after my friends just so you can hear yourself speak because you think you're inferior and everything you do is the right way. You got the arrogance last night to say something to the effect of, uh, Bear, it's not. I'm not putting out a name. Everybody knows who it is, and ask somebody else. I'm not mentioning it just because I'm not gonna support it anymore. It's not right. So there are people who they're just being rude and looking out for their benefit. There's a few shows, and I'm going to say it, but don't take it the wrong way. He wouldn't like this. This show probably wouldn't exist if I didn't have a show, and not in the sense that you think. It's just because that my name is on their lips more often than not. You know, it's like, oh well, on his show, blah 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 blah. Go create your own experiences and follow your own path. Don't ride my coattail. All right, a lot of people do it when they see something happen here. Oh, that's the topic of the day, or what something we can run with. Or guys, knock it off. It's. I don't know who said it, but old bear. So they saw a creature. Then what jackwagon has their right to run their mouths? Nobody. No, it's they saw what they saw, they experienced what they experienced, they shared it. And thank you again so much for doing it. And by the way, the story is not over, as far as I know. So there should be a part 3, but at this point, if there is, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. If they decide, nah, we're done, so be it. Thanks for sharing what you did. You know, Jimbo, how's it going? Well, it's just that this person is creating a rift between the community, and they have a few followers, and some people that agree with them, or are just there to whatever. But before you dive into the pool, look to see how deep it is. Don't just jump on because oh, this looks like a good thing. Oh, I think he's right. Do some research, look into people, or just do what you know you feel is right. Some I gotta laugh. Somebody said a comment in his chat the other day. I think it was Stevie. She goes, you get out of your van and I'll give you the location." 2 days later, he started doing shorts or whatever, short videos. Oh, just too funny. Hey, Papa, what's up, man? And there's other people, Papa. You were granted some access, but it wasn't. It's like you don't have the inside scoop. You saw a picture, you talked to people, you know, but you met these people and you hung out with these people, and you know that they're not bullshitting. What they saw, that's the mystery. That's the mystery right there. But don't fucking try to tell them that they didn't see anything. What's up, Nick?
Hey, I didn't put my lipstick on yet. You came on too fast.
It's not time for your show yet anyway.
I know. I've been frantic today trying to get a pull.
What the hell is? Oh, why? Because your guest canceled.
Yeah. Don't you hate it? Well, you don't have guests like that. Don't worry. You don't. Yeah. Yeah. I worked 3 days.
There's a method to the madness.
Yeah, it makes sense now because I worked 3 days on this and then I had a cancellation. It's okay. I pulled something together. I kind of wanted to talk to Stevie with Stevie a little bit, but it's going to be a good, you know how I do things. So it's going to be a good show. But everything you've said today, I want to tell you guys, I 110% support Stevie and the gang on that was their encounter, their occurrence. And they don't know anybody's shit. It's theirs. Okay.
Absolutely. You should be thanking them.
That's it. That's enough. It's enough. Whatever they give is enough. Each one of them told me Stevie and Jay kind of pulled me aside before I left that day and looked me in the eye and told me something. Okay. And I kept that. That was mine. That was their gift to me. That's it.
Hi, Linda.
And I took it. And that was it. That was enough for me because it's their story. And that's what I had said in the beginning. That's their story to tell, and even Mog said that.
But you didn't even look at it. Wasn't like you went, "Oh, you're full of shit."
Oh, yeah, no.
You were you give them the benefit of the doubt. And
right. It's what they saw. I wasn't there.
I wasn't
there. And we weren't there researching people. We were there to camp together and to be fellowship and to hands on each other and hug each other and be friends and community. And let's
rewind to that hands on each other.
It was. Listen, I got a hug from Stevie B, and that's gonna last me for a while.
Face to face, yeah.
So that's what it was about for me, for them. What
Absolutely.
happened just was something extra, something that
Yeah,
was
it's
not expected. It was not even wanted. Okay.
exactly.
So it's not that kind of circumstance where you have researchers who go out looking for shit and then have to present their findings. That is not this case.
And they
This is
don't have
not
to
this.
it's a true researcher, yeah, would do it in a scientific method and be thorough and but most of the researchers out there, I'm not to insult anybody, a lot of the researchers are weekend warriors. They go out
Yeah.
there and Bigfoot on the
Then they're
weekend.
not,
And,
they're searchers. They're not
yeah, they're not
like
researchers. Correct.
technical
I'm a searcher.
researchers.
I'm a
Yeah.
searcher. When I'm
I'm a
out there, I'll look
searcher.
around. I search for shit, but
Exactly. And
I'm
I'm
not.
more of an armchair searcher, and that's fine. But it researchers have logs, have videos, have audios, have places they store this evidence where you can go and look at.
And
If
but
you
no, it's
don't have that available to people, then don't call yourself a damn
well, it's
researcher.
funny because take Jeff Harding for
Yeah.
example. For instance, that was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
People got on him because he didn't present his research. He was like, they're telling him when he should do it or how he should do it. It's like,
Right.
dude, it's not your project. Just enjoy the fact that he is letting you in a little bit. Don't tell him what to do. His
Right.
process is his process. The results come out when it's fucking done. Don't think you guys have the right to demand shit.
Right.
You don't.
It's up to that person when they want to release that information. If they keep saying, well, it's coming, well, then it's coming. You have to be
Put your
patient
pants on.
because
It'll
it's
get there.
They're the ones who have to prove what they're claiming. So they can take 10, 15 years to come up with evidence. Look at that guy who went and took the Siberian tiger, went looking for that damn Siberian tiger picture. He was researching 5, 6 years out there in a place they knew there were Siberian tigers, and it still took him 5 years to take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take as long as it takes. But that's not for me to decide, or you or anybody else to decide what gets released. But the ultimate thing is, in this scenario, they were not researching. They had no obligation to anybody. Nor did they say that.
Yeah, unless if it's an individual researcher, they don't have to answer to anybody either.
Nobody. So and that's what it just amazes me. But it is what it is. I didn't make any comments on the last few videos of who we were talking about because I'm not going to get in an argument with somebody who's not going to take anybody else's side or understand other avenues.
Papa says Ellen and entitled Karen threw a couple of 4-hour fits over not being told the location of a sighting on his website.
I didn't even know there was a website.
Or
do you mean his channel?
But it's funny, like people think they're entitled. Oh, you told you on my show, you have to.
You're not entitled. You want to find answers, then you go out and get them yourself. You can't afford to go out and get them yourself, then shut up. I mean,
everybody's entitled to an opinion,
right?
But once it starts getting nasty and as a matter of factly, it's not an opinion anymore.
Right.
It's more of a statement. It's not open-ended. An opinion is, I didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Or along those lines. Everybody's entitled. That was a bad example, probably.
Yeah, but
and I'm not saying nobody or not, but it's when you get mean and nasty and feel entitled and you're going to attack these people for what? Because you think they should divulge the information? Who the fuck are you? Right. You're nobody. Go out and find your own information. and this might cause some shit. It might. I don't care. I don't fucking care. What are they gonna? What
it
am I
is
gonna
what it
lose?
is, and it's not a very big area. Go find it yourself. It's
It
not
is
that
it is
big
a
of an
big
area,
area, but
but
you could probably find
still,
it.
you
No,
know,
no.
it
Anybody with a general idea of how to read a map
yeah,
could probably wander around for 8 hours and stumble upon it. Maybe.
right. If you came up with your own expedition,
But they have a
or
starting point,
you have a starting point and
and
you
it's in the
could do
fucking
that
woods.
grid within one
Do what
summer,
you
you
know,
could have that whole area done
but
and come up with
don't
your own.
attack people because you think you're entitled, and they
And
have to tell the
and I'm
location.
also going to tell you this. Nobody has the same experiences. Nobody. You cannot go out and duplicate scenarios like that. You
No,
can't.
what makes you think knowing
Your
that exact
scenario is going to be
location?
completely different from somebody else's.
But
And
yeah,
that's
but it doesn't
actually what I'm
even
going to
mean
be
that
talking about
anything's gonna.
on my
Sorry,
show.
doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything's gonna be there.
Right. You can
It's
go to the
not like
same
it's
damn
stapled.
place. It
It's not
don't
like it's
mean
stapled to the
anything.
ground.
Yeah, anything's going to happen. Go to the same damn place, nothing's going to happen.
I don't know,
Nothing.
like I said, I could go out and camp there for a week. Doesn't mean I'm gonna see
Nothing.
shit.
Right.
I'm gonna
So
see a mound and maybe Jay's sunglasses, and you know,
I was going to say I might have
there's
some
no
new sunglasses.
guarantee. Whatever I think what fascinated if they whatever they saw was fascinated with them.
Right.
The fact that Stevie's out there on prosthetic legs, sticking
Oh,
out from under a car, trying to dig it out.
oh my God.
That's just something they probably never saw. Oh, look at the robot.
I had
Fucking
I
little
had
kids
the
approach her all the
dream of
time.
Moggs and I coming up on them, both underneath both sides of the car like that, just sitting underneath there. And
Hoping you're
and
not
Judy was up
stuck.
on the roof. It was a hilarious dream, but I woke up immediately. As soon as we hit the brakes, I woke up. Um so it's nobody's gonna know. And it doesn't matter because even if they had more stuff, it wouldn't have mattered. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's just an experience. It's just what happened to them. There's thousands of
It's not like
encounters.
whatever proof. Well, but whatever proof they had, whatever we could show, or I mean, I showed a video of them going through the shit.
Right.
Okay, so you didn't see what they saw. Didn't record well, did it? It doesn't mean they didn't have the experience. Hi, Stevie.
Right.
Hi. I have so much to say. No, I'm just kidding. No, what you
Didn't
were just
cover it all.
saying. Yeah, it's raining, so I'm sitting in the park.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's raining here too.
yeah. No, I just wanted to say what y'all were just talking about. That was one of the first things I knew. Jay, Judy, and we all had, everything was on our phone. We were sharing everything with each other because once we got internet and everything started coming through and we can share, first thoughts were, what we were seeing started changing right away. We're like, where's that picture we were looking at when we were sitting there, and the 2 videos of us going out, those were gone. So we started realizing that and we started sharing everything with everybody. And it wasn't a fact of me personally, didn't want to show anybody anything. This whole time I've said I didn't want to. I said I wasn't going to. When we were at Mog's house for those couple of days, that's all I said. I said, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not ready. I definitely don't want to show pictures because what we see is not exactly what was coming across in the pictures. And now I have much mad respect for anybody that posts a picture and they call blob squatches and this and that. I know from my experience, and I can only speak from my experience, I know what I saw with my own eyes. I know what I saw standing outside of the vehicle with my own eyes. What come across in the picture, I can still see some things. I mean, I got a picture sent to me last night from Judy, and first thing it took me back. I was like, oh, I saw something that I thought I'd kind of never see again. But it was kind of immediate. As soon as I glanced at the picture, I'm like, oh, wow. there that is,
Mhm.
and I will never, ever, ever judge anybody that wants to post a picture or show a picture that they
Excuse
know with their own eyes. If they saw it, if they claim to have saw it, I know what I saw. I can see things in the pictures that won't come across to Mogs or to anybody else. So I just wanted to say you can't judge things by the pictures. Our story, yeah, is our story, and we each have our own story. And I mean, I know I can, like I said, I can only speak for myself. I still have things that I'm dealing with, trying to wrap my head around. So I can't come and tell somebody else something if I can't even figure out how to tell it.
Jay just said, I know I'm speaking for myself, Stevie B, and Judy. We didn't ask to see anything, nor did we ask to be ridiculed. We just
Right.
tried to share with our family.
We had a
Right.
blowout. Our tire blew out looking for the camp, the outing. We were
Right.
looking for the outing, and we had a blowout that landed us on a mound that got us perfectly stuck. And it wasn't right away that we started seeing things. We were out there for a couple hours easily before Jay saw what he saw initially. Hours had gone by before we saw it. Then once we saw what we saw, can't tell you what it was, but then it just didn't stop. We kept seeing things from that point on. And I made a comment with the three of us sitting there, and I don't know if they remember, but I remember saying it out loud, thinking out loud, why are they allowing us to see them like that? Why are they just standing there? Just safe distance. We didn't get shit thrown at us. We didn't hear tree knocks or hell, we didn't hear anything. There was no sound, which was, I have a whole new respect for anybody that mentions deafening silence. I know I know exactly what that means now. But, we didn't have a typical experience. It wasn't a Bigfoot thing. It was, what the fuck are we looking at? That's in my mind the whole time. And I know I said it out loud probably 1,000 times that day. What the hell is that? What is that? And why are they just standing there? I said before, I was getting irritated, kind of annoyed that, all right, you're here and you're showing us this, whatever this is. What's the point? What's the point? They were just standing there the whole day. They stood watch the whole freaking day. It just didn't make sense to me. I started getting angry a little bit. I mean, I prayed. I said it before. I talked to them, whatever they were. I talked to it. I joked. I even joked. I said, help push us off the mound. Hell, I mean, obviously, they would be able to do so. You would expect that they'd be able to push me off the mound if they wanted to. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm ranting, but
No.
I never sought out to prove anything. I was the most reluctant to even speak about it because it just sounds so fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. But I thank everybody that has been supportive, everybody that's watching now. Sincerely, not just with this, but you guys have been there with me through my amputation and, all of that. And it's just, you are family. So I do thank everybody.
Tom Paul says bullshit like this is the reason I got out of this community. And I would probably never share my encounter. It's
See, and that's
because
sad.
It is
That's so
sad.
sad.
It's not
sad.
gonna.
Okay, so when I come off that mountain, I had the mindset and the heart that you all are my family, and I was so eager to want to find you guys, to be with you. We begged the sheriff. Jay asked him, and I knew what the answer was going to be, but at least he asked. Can you take us over to the lake? Can you guide us over there? And he said, not no, but hell no. He just wanted off that mountain. But, we were so eager to get to you guys just because, and you can ask them, the OnStar, all 5 of those agencies. I said, we're just trying to get to our family. That's all I kept saying. We're just trying to get to our family. They're camping out. So, yeah, I thank everybody that's been supportive. And, the rest of them, I'm sorry. I said it last night. They can fuck off for all I care. Honestly.
Oh. Nikki, when's your show on?
5 in 2 hours.
Okay.
Ooh, it's raining.
No, I still have 2 hours, so.
Okay.
But,
I was thinking.
I think I got things kind of under control now, so I thought, I gotta come on. I gotta come on because I've been thinking in my head about all this stuff that's been happening the last couple of days, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this show.
It's nonsense. It really is.
It really is. It's so unnecessary, and it's it's disappointing. It really is because I've been a big part in chat. I was part of the 168. I've got to know some great people, family. I mean, it's just family, and it's disappointing that people that can be involved in this community and be a big part of it, to hear people become insulting, and to me, and I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not trying to bash anybody, but it's almost it kind of seems like a jealousy almost. Why would you be jealous over a situation where I was there, up there, and I see these things? You want to say you have a pair of balls of steel that you're going to run towards it and this and that. No, I don't care who you are. You see something like that you just don't understand. You're in awe. You're in shock almost, and it's not because I have a disability or because I was dehydrated or.
Right. I know she's saying.
Yeah, she
that
froze.
She was at elevation or whatever, and she was dehydrated and whatever. That has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing.
Putting out they have preconceived notion, or they already
sorry.
expected to see one. They weren't going there to fucking see anything.
Yeah, it was not.
They're going there to see me. They were going there to see you, and whoever else showed up. That's who. That was the purpose of it.
Yeah,
not fucking Bigfoot. Stevie froze. Shit. I'm just gonna put her backstage. If I see some activity, I'll pull her back up. She might pop back on. So
yeah.
But yeah, she wouldn't come on if she didn't feel. She wants to tell her story. I guess I don't know. I mean, continue. She told me she wasn't gonna say shit, and I don't blame her if she doesn't.
Right.
I would love for her.
I think a lot of it's already out. A lot of it's out.
I do too.
It's pretty much all out. The location.
Well, Judy made a comment to me about we're not going to be able to get to finish her story.
There's only so many roads that are leading up. Find it if you want to go find it. The issue is, even if she said where it was, ain't nobody gonna go out there.
That's what I said.
Those people are gonna go out there because why?
I know.
Have no funding to do it. They're not going to do it. So don't say, let's do this. Let's do this. When it's
not even let's. It's like, we need to do this. And we who? Did you join a cult? Do you got a mouse in your pocket? What's this we shit?
Yeah.
We as a community, we're not we and probably 90% or 98.7% of the people in here are not fucking researchers.
Right.
You got a squatch coming on your property and that you see all the time. You're not researching it. It's researching you. I mean, really, come on.
For sure.
That's stupid. I know. It's funny.
I know. It is, and it's not.
Dave Doris says, I've had my encounter laughed at so much, Stevie. It's anyone really just not experts that totally blow. Yeah. I like that so much, Stevie. It's anyone. You get it. There are no experts here. There's a lot of people that invested a lot of time and have a good opinion or have a good idea, but nobody's an expert.
No.
Just because somebody saw something doesn't make them an expert on it.
It makes not one bit of difference.
Nope.
What happened to them, because it's them. It's their story.
Dave said, Dave's like, I'm a wordsmith. Yeah, your anvil's broken. Sorry, Dave.
Hey, Gary.
Papa says, I'm not a researcher. I'm just a guy who's been in the mountains so much. I've seen and heard things. And then you get those people who I've talked to, like personally, face to face. I've been a hunter all my life for 40 years and I ain't never seen shit in those woods. They don't exist. But my buddy at work wrote a book about them.
Listen, I had another theory too.
That happened, by the way.
Theory, it's my opinion, okay, what I'm about to say. They went out there, they got stuck. As the night went on, all three of those people were open, in my opinion. Jay already saw Bigfoot. Okay, he already
But that's what I'm
knows they
saying.
exist.
There were experiencers there. There
Right.
weren't. It wasn't.
Stevie is very open and she's empathic and she's aware of her surroundings. Okay. And she's a true believer. And so is Judy. And Judy's a little bit of an I don't think Judy's ever had a sighting or anything, has she?
I don't know.
But she's open. She's open individual. She
But
laughs at everything. She
she's in the
laughs
damn
at
community.
yeah, and she's in the
She's
community and
involved
she's
in
open.
this.
Yeah, she was open to experiences just by the way she talks and how she supports different people. You can tell. So they were already open. If you go in there like me, I probably wouldn't have an experience because I'm very closed. I okay, when I say closed, I mean closed as in like my third eye or close to paranormal. Okay. I am open-minded to things happen. If I saw a Bigfoot come out of a tree or shit and I experienced that, I would say, okay, I'm fucking wrong. This really happened to me.
I'm open minded as fuck, but I think my third eye has cataracts.
Yeah, I can. It's a little fuzzy, but so that's what I mean. There's people who are doing the science, who are calling it the science side of things and trying to do things logical or scientifical research, whatever. You're not gonna have that same path. If it is on that supernatural or paranormal side, you aren't gonna have the path to see that shit because
Well,
you are already shut off. You're not there. Now, if you've seen spirits or entities or apparitions in the past, ghost hunting or whatever, then maybe you could have an experience like that. Because I've always tried to keep the Sasquatch and the paranormal separate, but I've only had experiences on the paranormal side where I know what I saw
hold on a
or
second.
seen.
I gotta go check something out real quick and check. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep talking.
So that's what, I think kind of will make a difference in the situations like this. Now, another thing is there's a lot of information that did not come out the right way because there was not just videos and pictures of their first sightings of whatever the entities, okay? But later on their way out, there were more pictures taken near a crooked tree where there were possible Sasquatches. There wasn't just Sasquatches over there with the white entities. It was different places that these photos were taken. And things were all jumbled up and things were said that were not correct in regards to the story. So that also got me upset that no, you're not listening very well. You need to listen better to what's being said because sheriff did see a photo and that the sheriff did see a photo.
Yeah, he did.
He saw something and that he also heard the gunshots as well, didn't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because he reached for his gun.
Oh, he does. Jay was standing to the left of him. I had just finished with OnStar and I said, kind of had a moment with him, said goodbye, thanked him, and then and I was on the passenger side. By the time I walked around to the back of the vehicle, I had just cornered the back end of the bumper and heard da-da-da-da. So I was facing the direction it was coming from. They had their back to it. All three of us, I mean, just your natural reaction was we slouched.
Yeah,
and he went straight to the gun and he whipped his head back in the direction of the gunfire. I mean, it was in that moment that I think his urgency was, we got to wrap this up.
Yeah, getting out. Yeah.
And it was right. And I had never mentioned anything that we saw or experienced out there the whole day to the sheriff because we had talked about it before he got up there. We didn't know who was coming. We didn't know if they were sending a rescue team. We kind of hoped, we see this one car come and it was a bit of a disappointment, not a bit, but we were like, are you kidding me? It's only one guy, one car. We didn't know if it was a guy or
Going to
not,
get
but
you out,
we
right?
could
They,
hear
they
him.
said the
And
right
they
person,
said,
or the right person showed up.
yeah, and exactly. So it was the absolute right person to show up. He when Jay and Judy and I were still in the car, and here, we're on a mound, so I have the vehicle in reverse because I figure reverse lights are brighter than regular tail
Brake
lights. I had, brake lights. So I didn't turn on the headlights, not until I saw his headlights coming through, because I wanted to see the darkness of when somebody was coming. Second, I saw the lights coming through the tree, I turned the headlights on, but I had the vehicle in reverse because that puts on the reverse camera. I was watching whatever was behind us the whole time.
No,
I
it's
mean,
smart.
I just wanted to see what was behind us. I don't want, one of my biggest fears was something was going to creep up on us.
Yeah.
We had already agreed that nobody opens the door. We had the windows down a little bit. Judy and I smoked like a freaking freight train. Poor Jay. Poor Jay. I
You guys
swear.
smoke, and Jay has emphysema.
Right. I mean, but he's such a sweetheart that he didn't complain about that at all. Not once, not for a second. You know what I mean? And he just, we had many conversations, and we had talked about it when first, before the sheriff showed up, what we were going to do, what the plan was. We didn't want to go at him, throw all this shit at him, and him think us crazy, and we don't accomplish getting out of there. We just wanted to get out of there,
rescue you, and send you straight to the loony bin after that.
Right. I mean,
no.
So when he gets there, it was all about the tire. It was all about getting us off the mound. He had to look to see it. And let me tell you, when he first got there, I'm sorry, my camera, I have to keep it in one spot, so I'll lean. When he first got there, he was a bit of an ass. I mean, he was not pleasant at all. He was very snappish, kind of like ask the question, and then he just wanted an answer. Like, how did how long y'all been up here? What's the deal? How'd you get stuck? Why are you here? He kept asking, why are you here? How'd you get here? Why are you here? And I catch on to those things, and I didn't want to tell. We told him, of course, that we were trying to find y'all. We were trying to find the lake. And first thing out of his mouth was, well, you're nowhere near the lake. And we're like, yeah, we kind of caught on to that with the OnStar and all the authorities that were trying to pin our location. So we already knew that. But again, not one of us out of the three of us had mentioned anything we saw, that there was anything out of the normal other than we're stuck and we want to get off this rock. So when the gunfire went off, that's when I first noticed the look in his face, his whole body language and tone. And, it was more of an urgency then to get us out of there. But I mean, of course, the obvious, the gunshot, the gunfire. Right. But you could tell it was more than that. His head was on a swivel from that moment on. Then when everybody was in the vehicle, Jay's in the back, Judy's in the passenger seat, I'm in the driver's seat with the motor running, where I'm about to back it up. He had already pulled us off with the winch. I'm about to back it up. And that's when he was like, okay, yeah, we got to get out of here first. So, just normal tone. I said, yeah, I don't want to be up here another minute more than I have to. And he kind of looked at me, gave me a look. I said, man, if you'd have seen the shit that we saw today and the stuff that we dealt with, I said something like, I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it's still out here. And he's like, oh yeah, what did you see? I said, I have no idea. All three of us chimed in then. The two of them did too. They were like, we don't know what the hell we saw. I said, but I have a picture. I said, you want to see? He was starting to walk away. He turned back and he said, you have a picture? I said, I do. I said, we have all of us. Judy's chiming in saying, yeah, we got video, we got pictures. I said, you want to see? He said, yes, please. That was how he said it. Yes, please. Started walking back over, and I'm fumbling through my phone, and I've told this before, where I turned the phone to the window, and his head's leaning in, looking at the picture. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. There was no, when you try to tell somebody that you don't know, a stranger, if I would have said, we saw something, we experienced something, and he didn't know anything or didn't believe anything, his reaction, you would have thought, would have been like, oh yeah, right, ha ha. No. First thing he said was, oh yeah, what'd you see? Next was, yes, please. He wants to see the picture. I show him the picture, and his reaction from there, I thought it was an intense reaction with the gunfire. What I saw in his face was fear. I saw fear. He looked without even raising his head. He looks at the picture and saw exactly what we were seeing in the picture and stood up. His eyes watered. He stood up and he says, "We got to get the fuck out of here." He kind of said it low. He said, "We got to get the fuck out of here." And I was like, oh, I was shocked by his reaction. I almost expected for him to say, "Well, what are you seeing? What is it that you see? Where am I looking?" No, I turned the picture to him right away and he instantly saw what I was seeing and what was there. And that's his reaction. That's when I think, and Jay, I think, mentioned it too. It almost seemed like that's when it became a real sense of kind of fear in a way, just based off of his energy. He's like, he mumbled like in a low tone, "We got to get the fuck out of here." And I kind of read back. I said, "Oh," he said, "No, we got to get out of here. We need to go now." And turned around and went to his truck. We had already worked out what the plan was. It was so intense after the gunfire. We stood there for about 10 minutes, he said, giving me instructions on what to do to drive out of there. "Are you going to be okay to drive?" I said, "Oh, trust me, I got this." I said, "You just tell me where you're going." I said, "Where are we going?" I said, "We're going coming out the same way we went in." He said, "No, I'm going to take you." He started to say a shortcut. Then he changed it to a better way. It was a better way. It wasn't a shortcut for sure. We went up before we went down. We climbed. We did. So I don't know. His reaction is what really kind of
you guys are worried and scared.
Yeah, got us nervous at that point. I mean, genuinely nervous. And part of the road, how the road conditions were, it wasn't a road. It wasn't even a 2-track. It might have been an ATV path. I don't know. It was like something that was carved out of the mountain for another route out of there. I don't know. But I don't feel that I'm obligated to have to share exactly where it was. I've said since day one that I don't feel that. Well, first off, we didn't belong there. We weren't supposed to be there. And I get this feeling all day that, more of an urgency after dark. And it's not that I'm afraid of dark. Hell, I used to hike Ocala Forest all night long. I mean, since I moved to Florida 21 years ago, I did it for a good 12 years. I night hike. I'm not afraid to be in the woods after dark, by no means, for sure. But that something about, just not just the fact that we saw what we saw up to that point. I just had this sinking feeling that if we were going to stay there, we had to stay there overnight. The rule was we were keeping the door shut, doors locked. Nobody gets out of this vehicle. Nobody opens the door until somebody comes to get us, to rescue us, help us get off this rock, or the sun is out, and not just a little bit of light. We already agreed it's going to be the full sun out,
Yeah.
But thank God we didn't have to go through that. We had sat in the dark for a couple hours waiting. After it got dark, it was completely dark out, and we were sitting in the car. Judy had her window halfway down.
So there was no moonlight.
No, none at all. It was a new moon, completely dark. I myself, I couldn't see past the windows, not much, maybe a foot, 2, but I saw a little better out of the rear camera for sure. That was lit up pretty good. But yeah, unless I turned the headlights on, you couldn't see outside the car. And I had the thought of, I was trying to make a distraction for not just for them, but for me too. If we're sitting there in anticipation that someone should be on their way, we were getting different times. They were dragging us along. First, it was 45 minutes. Then it went to an hour and a half. Then it was 2.5 hours. And we're like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? At that point, it was already like 9 o'clock. So, going on 9. And we're like, are you kidding me? I just knew. I had a really good feeling that we weren't going to be off that mountain that night because they kept taking us along.
No, and I think you did the right thing by all of you deciding, well, we're just staying in the car. That's it.
Well,
nobody's getting out.
Jay's a wanderer, so I wonder. Oh my God. Judy, I hate talking about them without them talking with me, but there was a point where she had a panic, and I had to kind of snap her out of it. And it was, let's have dinner. I was trying to find something on my phone to watch, that distraction of not paying attention what's on the other side of that glass, because I mean, anybody knows that goes through the forest at night, they're in a vehicle. You see shadows, you see, the wind blows a branch and it looks like, something's creeping up on you. You know what I mean? And after
Right.
what we saw, and, going along with the OnStar guy, he's such an incredible human being. That man stayed with us for the whole duration, believed us 100%, because not only did he believe us, but he was hearing us in the moment of all this going on. So he knew, and I felt like
He
he
was the
was
fourth
there with
person
us.
in your car.
But yes, absolutely, 100%. And he felt the same way too. He was thanking us. He thanked me. I had that moment with him, and he actually said thank you to me. And I'm like, what are you thanking me for? You were a big part of us being saved. You are our hero right now. Not just him being so persistent, but his patience with us, because I drilled the hell out of him asking questions of where we were, where we weren't, he's looking at a map and I'm listening to his feedback, and, and asking him questions that he probably wasn't allowed to get. Well, he wasn't allowed to give the answers. And sometimes he did anyways. At one point he had to pause from us because his boss, whoever his superior was, had called in to him and was somewhat demanding that he finish the call, wrap it up. He came back on the line and he said, I'm being asked if you want me to continue to stay with you. And all three of us at the same time said, hell yes, don't. You cannot leave. Please don't leave us. We were pleading. And he said, that's all I needed to hear. Thank you. I'll be right back. And he put his pause again, came back, and he says, okay, I'm not going anywhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if it cost him his job.
I hope not, because he just moved.
Yeah.
He did. He just moved.
He's got
That's how personal we got.
Go somewhere else.
We got to know him personally. We knew that he had just moved from Ontario to, Nova Scotia. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever, because I've always wanted to go to Nova Scotia. I wanted to take a boat up there and just drive the coast. That was my goal years and years ago. But I thought that was cool. So we had a lot to talk about other than what was going on out there. He was a huge distraction, but when he started talking about the movie Wrong Turn, he even had the sense of humor to go with it. We're sitting there eating and it's silent. We're just I wasn't thinking about anything outside there, and he wasn't saying anything. I had Seinfeld going on on my phone, and he just out of nowhere says, has anybody ever seen the movie, or has anybody ever heard of the movie? I said, don't you fucking dare. I'm like, don't say it, Oh, it was the worst time, but he knew that. He was just trying to be funny. Yeah, he's a good guy. I'm gonna reach out to him.
I didn't intend this to turn into this. I'm not. It's not a bad thing, but I just wanted, whoever's watching, like, why the hell are they here on a Sunday afternoon? I'll probably publish this, and you can go back and watch. I'm not even gonna rehash. You guys heard it. What the real purpose of this was. And thank you all for showing up, though. I appreciate it. I know, I think we'll be fine. Everybody, you're going to get these people that are going to try to step in, but as long as you got people that are willing to stand up to them, Well,
I think my thing is the people that have backlashed on this, if you want to call it, are people that I've always been respectful to. I've never said anything negative to. It's always friendly. It's, I consider them friends in a sense. I know we don't know each other, personally or anything, but in chats, it's always been cool to hang out and never had any issues. And for people to just start being negative in any way like that, it's, it's not just wrong, it's hurtful. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not mean to anybody. I don't. Yeah, I get mouthy sometimes, but I would never disrespect anybody for their abilities, or just because you're mad because I won't tell you where it was at. It's my right not to. I'm not obligated to. And if you can't understand that, being rude and nasty about it is not the way to go. It's just not right. It's childish, immature, and hurtful, and it's just
Right.
disappointing. You know.
Well, that's what
Anyways,
I said earlier. When you put arrogance over intelligence,
yes,
it
absolutely.
doesn't turn out well.
And I'm sorry I said for them to fuck off,
Judy
but
Wheeler says, "Let's be the change. Let's be the change we want to be."
yes, absolutely.
That's what Judy's posted.
I 100% agree.
I think I'm going to leave that there for a while.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's cool. Thank you, Judy. I love Judy. Have I said that? I absolutely love Judy Wheeler. She has got the biggest heart. The most laughter. I tell you what, I told her, and Jay, we didn't expect none of this. We didn't ask for it. We were on our way camping, but I'm glad that we experienced it together, because now they're family for life. We've bonded in a way that we can't even explain, and just each one of them, and I'm sure myself, we all, it's like we all fit in our own way. We brought, so like Judy brought the laughter, and just kept us going. I mean, even in a situation where you're like, total what the fuck, she's making you laugh. And it could be a nervous thing, it could be whatever you want to call it, but it was needed and it was much necessary, and I love her for that. I do. And we had some great laughs, trust me. We talked about all kinds of stuff. Yeah, she's just a great human being, and Jay equally. I mean, I could go on and on, but when you kind of bash people like that a little bit, it just, like Moog said, they're my friends, and no, I don't have that either. I don't take that. I asked
Because
Moog last
it
night.
won't
I had a lot to say, and I had to
it,
stop. I had to
it
withdraw
won't end.
myself.
Not that it's going to end, but
Oh, I don't care anymore.
it.
I don't. I said what I had to say.
But if it's addressed, it might, people might rethink themselves. Maybe then they might just be like, you know what,
I would
fuck
hope
you.
so.
You just gave me more ammunition, and I'm going to go with it.
I
Whatever.
would hope that they would choose to be a good person and just let it go and not drag this out, because then it just confirms my disappointment if they don't,
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said,
Oops.
Didn't do it. Wasn't me.
We all have the ability to just not watch. You don't like what you hear, don't watch. That's our greatest gift, is to be able to move on,
Yeah,
to
you can
see
turn the
other
channel.
things. Everybody
along.
changes throughout their life cycle, and what they watch and what they believe. People can
Well,
change their beliefs,
you know what gets me, and this is
Move
my
on.
thought, or every person that posts an experience online, every person that has a channel that researches or is considered somewhat of a research, whether it's hobby or professionally, when does it become okay to basically, in a harassing way, demand where their research spot is, or where they had their encounter, or
Right.
where were they when they saw what they saw? When did that become okay? It's
It's
not.
not okay. Well, it's not. It's not about being. Them being demanding it is bullshit.
Right. I mean,
But you never hear stories of people pinpointing where it fucking happened. Once in
Right.
a while, they will,
not
but
unless they want to,
The
if they
majority of
want
all the researchers out there will not disclose their areas.
no. So what
That's
makes us
not
different?
anything new. Um,
Mark Dodman just says, was impressed with the way you supported Stevie, Judy, and Jay yesterday, Papa C. Yeah, go back and watch the beginning of this one. No. But that's what we need to do, is support one another and stand up for one another. How you do that is up to you. If you don't want to do it, don't. But I'm just saying there are things, don't watch a certain show. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but I don't know what else to do. I said what I said. That's all I can do. It's not like I'm going to drive to Oklahoma and kick his ass.
Well, thank you, Mugs, for giving us the platform to.
And if he's lurking, he just laughed because he's like he could.
Right.
Thank you for giving us the platform for, settling things and getting things out. I clammed up at first, I didn't want to talk about any of it. I still don't want to talk about certain things, but it's helped. It really has. I mean, the support of the majority is what gets everybody through,
Absolutely.
And it's been helpful, and I'm grateful. I am to everybody.
Duke, what's up, buddy? Now Duke's like, why are we here?
Yeah.
I like I said, I had just intended to get my point across, get my message across, and hope it fell on, listening ears, and didn't expect it, to turn into more of a show. But if you missed this, you can go back and check it out. You might enjoy it, you might not. But in my opinion, it had to be said. So I'm nobody. I have an opinion.
Everybody can have an opinion. It's okay.
Yeah,
Everybody can believe or not believe or whatever. But
Lord
it's all
knows I have my opinions, and I share my opinions sometimes loudly.
Right.
But
it's all good. Find your lane and stay in your lane and do your little thing. But there's another thing for conspiracy theorists out there, that really can rub people the wrong way. And
somebody just said no sound. Wait a minute. Who doesn't have sound?
Is it me?
No, I don't know. I hear all three of you.
Yeah, Tracy Hale said no sound. Huh. Turn up your speakers.
I don't know.
Hi, Tracy. By the way.
Yeah,
we have 82 people watching this.
Nikki, how many?
82.
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting. I was
sorry.
saying,
No, go ahead.
Nikki, I was so glad to see you, even if it was for 10 minutes. I mean, you mentioned that hug earlier, and I needed that too. That was good. That was good.
I needed it. You needed it.
Yeah.
And it was like a letdown. It was like a okay, because the tension was so high at camp. You could cut it with a knife.
Oh, I had said
at least for me and Moggs, it was very tense. And
I said the whole time we were up there.
Hey, Stevie, you know how I pace, right?
I know.
I have video of him going back and forth,
You can ask Judy. I told her. I said, right now he's pacing. He's worried. I said, an hour from now he's going to get pissed off. He's just going to get so frustrated. I know.
We were talking. We were going to try to go out there in the middle of the night and find you guys. The thing is that he didn't have enough gas. Okay, I think
the trip would have been. We were just going to drive the Rim Road to get gas, just to drive the road.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That was going to be more or less the goal. Is like, well, if we're going to do this, I got to drive out, so we'll check that road, but we got to get gas once we get out, and then we can come back in and look. But then it was like
you would have never found us.
It wasn't practical. It just,
in the middle of the night. It just
I said
because if you look, that map is not complete. That Google map is not complete.
Lesson learned. If for the next outing from here and forevermore, anywhere we go, I said we are following Russell in. We're following somebody in. Somebody's going to meet us down at the freaking pavement, and
we're shovel.
With a shovel, and we're following them in. I said, no more directions, no more miscommunication with no signals. I said, and the other thing is, I will forever travel with a sat phone. I mean, we had the OnStar, but if we had contact say even Susie from earlier in the day to confirm where you guys were, you know what I mean? I mean, simple that you got to have a landmark, someone that's not with the group, and Suzanne was that person for us.
I'm telling you, if I hadn't had my kids and my husband there, that I would have told Moggs, let's go meet them at the entrance or go get gas and we'll meet them at the entrance of the
Because
300.
we from the time that we talked to you, we figured, okay, it's 2 hours away. They'll be here
Right.
within this time frame. And once it got past that time frame, when it got to 3 hours, and it's like, okay, something's up.
Mhm.
You know, now it's just that's when we started going in and out and trying to find a signal to make phone calls. And
Right.
all right, listen, I'm gonna kind of cut this off here. Again, it
Stevie,
was
go to the
Tuesday. We can rejoin this if you want to. If anybody wants to, still talk about your experiences. Up to you. Otherwise, just do you never know how these shows turn out, and this was an impromptu just to kind of say, quit being a dick, people. Treat each other well. There's no it's not necessary to be nasty to one another because a difference of opinion or you think that you're obligated to know more than anybody else. Just behave. Be real. Be honest. Don't be. It's like you're fucking entitled to all this shit. You're not asking for information from researchers. These are people just who saw some shit in the woods.
We were going camping, and I'm grateful for that because we were fully supplied. We had food, we had water, we had, for days probably. I mean, easily because we all brought stuff with us, and we had everything we needed if we had to camp out there. I had a tent. I had, Jay had his air mattress and pump, and we could have camped out there if we had to, but yeah, we didn't want to. We definitely didn't want to.
All right, guys.
What we experienced, I just, what got me so angry last night is just the audacity to feel obligated to have.
There's an Alex Perez out there that says, "Hey Stevie, I have some walkie-talkies you can have."
That's my.
What's up, Alex? Good to see you.
Hey.
Prayers, Alex.
I told you he subbed last night.
Yeah.
I was so tired. I was like, I can't even begin to tell the whole story. I gave him bits and pieces, and then I gave him the link. So that's cool. Oh no, he's always believed, and
Alex, this isn't a normal Sunday show. Normally, I'm Tuesdays and Thursdays, but if you go back and check it out, you'll understand why I'm doing this. And
yeah, well, he gets an idea. I kind of gave him a little bit of it yesterday, of brief kind of. But it's just so much. I gave him the link and I put the shows in the order for him to watch.
Nona Boss says views and subscribers aren't worth shit.
Right.
People. It's the people that are important. It's true. It's not. I'm not here for. This way. I sent out a couple bandanas to some people. One of them being Emma, and she said she got it. Thank you very much. She goes, I'll cherish it. And she goes, getting something from a celebrity. I said, no shit. Who's a celebrity?
That's so cool.
And I'm not a celebrity. Come on. That's stupid. I'm just some schmuck who found out how to use YouTube.
I'm telling you, when I first met Moggs, when we went to his house that day, we did the whole trail all the way to his house. It felt comfortable. I felt comfortable. It wasn't, like a shocking. It felt like I was seeing my friend. That's the way I felt.
I mean, that's the first time I met Moog was at the 168 when he got there super, super late. It was late at night. And here he is in a U-Haul with a pop-up. And I'm driving to the gate to meet him. And we're stretched across the gate, giving each other a hug for the first time. I mean, It was comfortable. It's been comfortable with everyone that I've met. And that's why I was so thrilled that Judy got to do this, and who knew that all that was going to happen? I was just thrilled she was going to get to see the Grand Canyon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, to have everything else happen was just the icing. But yeah, anyways, thank you, everybody. Seriously, for real. Thank you, everyone in chat. Everyone that's been supportive.
Gary says most forgot to give me my bandana. Well, email me your address, dude.
That's
It's
funny.
monstermogian@gmail.com. Duke says he's getting ready to go squatching in the Sapphire Mountains for a week. Right on, man. Be safe.
Oh, wow.
Good luck.
Yeah. Be safe for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. I want everybody to be safe and take care of one another and just be good people. And thanks for putting up with my shit. But I had to say what I had to say in support of my friends and everybody in this community. Nobody should try to split us apart or, like I said, everybody's entitled to opinions. Don't be an asshole.
Right.
Anyway, Stevie, thanks for popping on. Nikki, thank you so much. I'll see you later in a couple hours, hour and a half on your show.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I'll be on in about a little over an hour and 10, 20 minutes. Can't see the clock.
19, whatever.
Yeah.
Who's counting? All right, I'm going to pop you guys backstage.
Bye. Bye, Nikki.
Bye.
Thanks, Nick. Guys, thanks for putting up with me. And I love you guys, and I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't, So thanks, and just Jimbo's like, now let's go fishing. I'm down, except it's raining out. But anyway, like I said, take care of one another, be good to one another, and we'll be fine. Guys, I will see you Tuesday. My normal show. In the meantime, you guys be good. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Peace and God bless everybody.